Hey guys, it's Bree. So today's video is going to be on Dimplemuff cloth pads. So I have two of her pads. The first one is a 7-inch panty liner, and this one I paid for myself. And the next one is, I think, a 9 or 10-inch light flow pad. And this one I didn't pay for because I was testing out this style. So I originally bought this pad, and as you can see, it's really quite wide. The reason I bought it and I didn't ask her to send me a free one because I saw the rainbow print and, need I say more, I needed more panty liners as well, so I wanted to try out her style. And she is a UK seller. She sells on Facebook and on her own website, www.dimplemuff.co.uk, I think. And she gives you the option to have either 1 or 2 snaps, and I chose 2. So even on the second snap, and this is the issue I had, it's quite a wide panty liner. It's about 3 inches actually. So if you're someone who needs wider panty liners, and I do see this question quite a lot actually, then this is definitely a style you want to go for. But this is her regular style. She also offers a slim and an ultra slim style. The absorbency is shown by the snap on the back. So if you have a white snap, it's a panty liner to light absorbency. Pink is a, hang on. She sent me a message telling me exactly what it was. Let me see. Right, pink is a light to medium absorbency, red is medium, black is heavy, 2 black is extra heavy / nighttime, and blue is postpartum. So as you can see, I've got both here lighter panty liner absorbency, but this one is one of my regular pads, and I have to say, this is probably one of the most thoroughly tested pads in my stash. This pad has been through the wars, and I will tell you more about that in a second. But please excuse this 7-inch panty liner for a second, because I have been meaning to do this review for so long, and every time it's either been that I've used this panty liner, so I can't do the review, or I've used this pad and it's dirty and this panty liner is clean, so I can't do the review. But this time I used this by mistake a day ago, I think, and I'm so mad at myself. So I would just literally, like 2 seconds ago, hand washed this and held it under the hairdryer trying to dry it off. It's still quite damp, but it's a lot drier than it was. So if you can see that, it's because, if it looks a bit funny, it's because it's slightly damp. But yeah, so this one has, I think, 1 layer of flannel in the core, and so does this one. It might be 1 or 2 layers, actually, I'm not entirely sure. But you can see she puts her Dimplemuff tag here, and the story behind this is that I contacted her saying that I thought this was a little bit wide, and you can see how when you snap this up, especially on the second snap, that the wings are kind of pulled around, so this pad can't bend very well in the centre, it just bunches up right there. And that was the problem I was having, and also it was a bit wide. So I contacted her, and sorry, the other thing that was bothering me was this label. It's quite rough at these corners here, which was really becoming quite annoying, and it can chafe on the inside of your leg, and I've seen a lot of people complain about that actually. But Claire, who's the lady who runs it, is very good, and she designed, that day, drew up a new pattern that was this shape, and also moved the label to the back so that it would no longer chafe against there. So customer service is fabulous from her. You can see there's still the Dimplemuff tag on there, it's just tucked in behind the snap. So I no longer get that agitation, and this snaps up much narrower. That's the first snap setting, and then the second snap setting. And this style did really work for me. So this one I use as a regular flow, despite the fact that it's light flow. And the other month, I think it was the month of August actually, I wore this and I took it off thinking, you know, I hadn't felt wet at all, I just felt kind of dry. These are both cotton topped, by the way. And this is a really pretty pattern, like coloured dandelions. I was wearing it for about 2 hours, I'd say, on my regular day, my second day. And I felt really dry, so I thought I'd only bled like a little bit here. This pad was covered from here to here. The entire thing was covered in blood. It looked like a murder scene, that's what it looked like. It was just covered in blood, and I had not leaked at all. And I was super, super impressed with it, because I honestly thought the amount of blood that looked like it had blood on this, it should have leaked through with 2 layers of flannel, but the thing absorbed everything. And it's so thin, you can see. They're really, really thin. I'll fold it over so you can see the absorption in the middle. And this is like the light flow. And the panty line is the same, but I'll do it just in case. Again, this is wet, so actually probably isn't the best. But you can see that they're really, really thin. So That was great, and I was just super impressed with this pad, the fact that it absorbed everything, and it's done that twice now. And as you can see, no staining at all. That's more the cotton in my washing routine, to be honest, but still, there's a tiny weeny little bit of staining right there in the middle, just slight discoloration. I don't stain treat pads, so this just went in the wash with some stain remover and the rest of my other pads, and that was it. So it got really clean. It just goes to testify how clean you can get cloth pads with a good cleaning method. But yeah, I was just really, really impressed with her customer service and with the quality of the pads. The stitching is great, and obviously she listens to your marks really well. So if you have an issue with the pad, you can contact her and she will do anything to try and sort it out. And since then, she is now selling this pattern. I believe it's this is her slim, and then there's an ultra slim as well as this one. So I hope you enjoyed this review, guys. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out Claire's Dimplemuff on both Facebook and the website I told you about. And please subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.